stunning performance from Tyson Fury. I feel like a bit of deja vu because, you obviously said you were backing Deontay Wilder a couple of days ago. Was it a case of you got it wrong again or not?
Yeah, definitely got it wrong. I thought Wilder, now that he was coming in, both guns blazing, he's got his right hand back, that would be enough to take Fury out if the opportunity arose, which I knew at some stage it would. Nearly happened. He heavily put Fury down a couple of times. I think it was in the fourth round, and to Tyson Fury's credit, he was able to shake him off and get back up and put it straight back on. Wilder, he not only was it a great performance by Fury, he took Wilder's best, the biggest puncher I consider, the heaviest single punch in heavyweight probably ever with that right hand, and he took it clean in the forehead, and it shook him to his boots. The same thing, it took him with a short right hand round the side of the head. That shot, the same shot's knocked out 41 people in the past, and Fury showed that he, as good as everyone thought his chin was prior to that fight, they've got to now say, okay, what more can he do to prove it against the biggest puncher, biggest single puncher out there. So it was a great performance. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, and it was a fight where both fighters showed up, did their very best, and we got a very, very clear, conclusive victor. And Fury, there's nothing really more he could do now. But that performance for me shows he's number one. I thought in the first fight they had, the fact that he was so heavily put down, and in the second fight I kind of dismissed that second fight because I'm aware that Wilder wasn't, he only had one arm in that fight, and it kind of showed in the third fight how much more he brought to the table. He looked very, very tired, Wilder, from early, loading up on punches way too soon, kind of a schoolboy error. But he's been able to not learn how to pace himself in fights because he's never needed to. Rewatch his fight with King Kong Ortiz, and you'll see that he just waits and waits and waits. This time he wasn't waiting, he was trying to force it, and when you force it, it doesn't work. But tough lesson to learn. Credit to Wilder. A lot of people after that fight, because it was so conclusive, a lot of people will write Wilder off, but he showed tremendous heart and balls to stay in there, and true to his word, he said he didn't want his corner breathing through the towel, and to save him for this day, which was a great day, and it appeared from everyone else's point of view to be the right thing, and this time round, I'm pretty sure Maddox Scott was on strict instructions. No matter what happened to him in that fight, no matter how much of a beating he was taking, don't even pick up that towel to throw it, because I'd rather go out. I'd rather die in the ring. He said that, and he proved it. He went out. He finished on the battlefield with no bullets left in his gun. He could not have done anything more. Credit to him.